Hi guys, I'm Craig.
Hi, and I'm Heather.
Today we're going to show you how to do full colour DTF printing with white ink from a 4-colour inkjet printer. So guys, we're going to prepare the image I'm going to use for this print. The first thing we're going to do is open Photoshop. I've already got the image preloaded, skeleton lady with I'm fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our magnetic tool and we're just going to select the outside edge of this image. When we put it out on Facebook that we can print full colour DTF including white from a 4-colour inkjet printer, a lot of people said we're absolutely crazy, that can't be done. Well guys, you're about to learn that it can. What we're then going to do is we're going to take our paintbrush. I'm going to make sure the colour is black, it's black. We're going to colour this image in. We're then going to just deselect the image. We're going to select the fill bucket. We're going to colour the writing in. This silhouette image will make more sense as the video goes on. It's a vital part of the background for the image we're going to create. Everything black. We're then going to come back up. We're going to select the whole image. We're going to Control C, File New, Control V, just delete that background. Right, so now we have two images. So we come back to the first image, we're going to deselect it, we're going to Control Alt Z until we get our original image back. There you go. And now we have the two images. So guys, there's multiple ways we're going to print this image, trying different methods. The last one we've found up to now is the best and the most sustainable one. So this definitely hasn't been plain sailing, we've had trials, tribulations. So this still is a learning curve for us, we're literally learning on the job as we've created this idea. I'll hand you over to Heather now to talk about the printers.
So guys, to achieve the full colour DTF with an inkjet printer, you do actually need two printers. So the first printer we're going to talk about is the Epson ET2820. Now we bought this second hand off Facebook Marketplace for an absolute steal of £20. It did have normal ink in, which we've managed to drain the tanks, which there's videos showing this on our shorts. Then we simply filled the tanks up with colour DTF ink, purged the ink through, and that was all we done with this printer. Now the next printer is the Epson ET1810. Now we bought this printer brand new. We did attempt to use a second-hand printer first, but couldn't because no matter how many times we flushed it, we couldn't get the colour ink out. So what's the big secret? This printer is filled with white DTF ink only in all 4 ink tanks. This enables us to get 3 types of print off. We will explain further as the video goes on, and we will be showing you 3 types of prints, all in white, then 2 different ways of layering the DTF to get full colour. Once we've showed you the prints, we will show you the pressing and the finished garments.
So guys, this is the white print we're going to do first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to edit the mode of the picture. So we're going to move up the image, we're going to select mode, and we're going to change this to grayscale. We're going to discard the background. That's changed to grayscale. So the next thing we're going to do is come down to print. We're going to select the right printer. We want the ET1810 because that's the all white printer. We're then going to click on print settings. We're going to change the paper type to Epson matte, and then we're going to change the quality to high. Take note that only single layer prints are done in high quality, but we won't be doing the same for the late DTF. So that's changed to high. We're now going to go to more options, and we're going to check that our print is mirrored. In this case it's not. We're going to select mirror. This is worth checking every single time before you print, guys, because sometimes it does revert. So the final thing we're going to do is come down and scale image to fit. Now the reason I do it this way is because each time I go to print the image it will be the same size. which is important especially when we're laying it. Then we're just going to go to print. We'll wait for that coming off the print to get the powder on.
Hi guys, as you can see this coming off, you can see it's basically a drawing. All of it is white DTF. We do like to call these ghost prints. As you can see, this image is printed out perfectly, and what we're going to do next is move over to the DTF powder station. So we understand everybody has their own way of powdering their prints. This is the way we like to do it, and just the way we prefer personally. Whichever way you do it is up to yourself. Just make sure you cover the whole entire image. And next up, we're moving over to the heat press. We will cure the image. Alright, so we do set the heat press at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We then put the image under the heat press for 2.5 minutes. And once that's done, we just take it off the press and put it to one side to cool down. As you can see, it has a crystallized effect, and this is how you know that it's cured.
Now we're going to move on to our solid white layer. So again, with this, it's image mode. We want to grayscale this one too. And then again, just the print process. So we're going to go file, print. Again, we need to change the printer type, so we're going to go back to the 1810, the all white printer. We're then coming into print settings. We want Epson matte paper. This time though guys, take note, this needs to be standard quality, because we need a thinner layer of ink because this is going to be the backing of the laid DTF. So we'll hit grayscale here as well, just to be double sure. We're then going to come up with more options. We're going to check it's mirrored, it's not, so we're going to mirror that. Well, then I'm going to come down and we're going to scale the fit media. As you can see, perfectly centered again, like the last picture, and then we're going to send that to print. Now we'll head over to the printer for that coming off.
Coming off the printer now is our solid white print. What we're going to do is use this as a base layer to put our coloured print on top. There's two ways of layering the DTF prints that we do. This is the first one. We much prefer the second way, which we'll show you later on in the video. And back off to the powdering station for the same process. We're not going to show you the full length of this, we've already explained it, but just to show you that we're doing the same process. And back over to the heat press to be cured for 2.5 minutes.
Right guys, we're now back in Photoshop. We're going to print the top layer now, the full colour layer. So again, we're going to go to image, but this time we're going to resize it. We're going to make it just 1mm bigger. The reason for this is I have a swing press and sometimes it can move the image a touch, so if we just offset it a tiny little bit, it should be right if the press does happen to slide. Then we're going to come up to file, print. We're going to select the 2820 printer now because that is the full colour printer. Then we're going to go back through the usual settings again. We're going to check the paper type is Epson matte. It is. Also, this needs to be standard because we want this print to be as thin as possible. We'll then go back up to more options. We'll check that mirror, and then we'll go down fit the media, and then just send that to print, and we'll head over to the printer to get that off. So you can see guys, as this comes off the printer, it's nice, it's vibrant, the colours are nice. For it being an inkjet printer, I didn't expect such good quality, but as you can see, that really is quite good there. So now we'll head over to the powder station, get this powdered and put to cure.
So we're back to the powder station. Again, just make sure you cover the entire image. And once again guys, under the press for 2.5 minutes.
Right guys, this is where it gets a little bit more complex. So we're back in Photoshop again. I'm taking you deliberately back to a clip you've already seen, because we're going to print the full colour image again, and we're also going to print the solid white image again. The only difference is we're not going to powder the full colour image. We're actually going to put that under the press for about 10 seconds to allow the ink to go sticky, and then we're going to put it through the white printer and print the solid white image onto the full colour image. Then we'll powder it, cure it and press it to the garment. So we'll head back to the printer and show you exactly what we mean. So guys, remember, as this comes off the printer and needs to go in the same way, we're going to stick this straight under the heat press for about 10 seconds just to dry the ink just a little bit, and then we're going to load this colour one straight into the white printer and we're going to print over the top of the colour. That should do for that. So then we want to take it the way it came off, and we're just going to load that into the printer, straight into the white printer, and then we're going to run a print of that. Right guys, we're back at the computer. We're going to run that solid white print again. The only difference is we're printing straight over the top of the colour, so as it comes off the printer here you can see the coloured layer coming through it. This does make for a much better finish. Heather's in the powder station with it now. She's going to get the powder on it, she's going to put it under the press to cure. Then Heather's going to start pressing the garments, guys. So because we have prepared all these images prior, we are going to skip from scene to scene.
So again, we're curing the image for 2.5 minutes and then putting it off to one side to cool. It's press time. Don't forget to lint roll your garment, make sure everything fluff wise is off. Now we're going to pre-press your garment. Don't forget your parchment paper for 5 seconds. We do this to ensure all moisture is out of the garments. So the first image we're going to print is the all white image, what we like to call the ghost print. So we've dropped the heat press temperature down to 290 Fahrenheit and we're going to press for 13 seconds. Right, 13 seconds up. Now we're going to remove the garment, put it to one side and let it cool down before we peel it. We're cutting the cooling process time out just so we can show you the peeling process in order. So peeling off is the all white image. Nice smooth peel off. As you can see, this image has turned out beautifully and exactly how we wanted it to. You will notice that this image isn't straight and on sideways. This is our test material. Next over, we're going to go over for its second press. We're going to make sure you put your parchment paper on and we're going to press that between 15 and 20 seconds. And 20 seconds is up. Now coming out, it is absolutely beautiful. It's just so thin to feel and it literally feels like part of the t-shirt.
So guys, Heather's now going to press the base layer. This is the layer for the colour to go on, that's not through the printer, so just the colour ink only. She's going to press that one for 13 seconds again at 290 degrees Fahrenheit. Again guys, we have allowed these to cool before we've peeled them. We've simply cut that part out of the video. So in a second you're about to see Heather reveal the base layer. So here she is now revealing that. As you can see, that's printed as a solid white block. Now the layering is thinner because we have printed this as a standard print, not a high quality one. She's now just going to give it its second press for 15 to 20 seconds before we put the coloured layer on top. So guys, I'm just going to lay the colour layer over the top of the solid white base. Now I'm not using heat tape for this, but if I was making a top for somebody else I would use heat tape just to ensure that it stays in place. I'm going to put the parchment paper over and press that for 13 seconds at 290. Then Heather will be back to reveal it. Here's Heather going to peel it now. As you can see, that looks absolutely stunning. She will press that for another 15 to 20 seconds. So moving swiftly on to the next one guys, Heather's pre-pressing this top for herself. This is the one she's going to keep. This is done with the print we put through the colour printer first, dried the ink a touch, and then put it through the white printer, so it's print on print. These are by far our favourites and come out the best. So Heather's going to place this nicely now because she wants it in the right place. She's going to put the parchment paper on and she's going to press this for 13 seconds at 290. So we'll jump to the paling process of it now, guys. That's that one paled. As you can see, that's the most vibrant one we've done yet. Again, this is the one that got printed, dried a touch, and then printed again before it got powdered. Heather's just repressing it there. So we're going to move into a summary now and tell you what we think about it all. So, in summary, what do you think's been the best one?
I think the double print seems to come out the best. Like, just the quality of it, the feel of it. Like, I think even the ghost print as well, the white print, if you're going for that look, it's amazing just to do the white print on a dark background. But if you're looking for the colour, I would definitely do the double print.
I think after three washes, the double print's definitely still the best quality. The others are still there, but I think the 2 layers, so the white and then the colour on top of the white, I think that's quite thick.
Comes out quite
so
thick, yeah.
All them people who were saying that's HTV, I think that's why them thought that was
Possibly,
HTV.
yeah.
The all white prints I love. They're my personal favourite.
The ghost prints.
The ghost prints,
we
I
love
think,
them,
absolutely awesome. Just apologise, guys, if you hear a dog grunting or groaning. It's just the basset hound. That's like my shadow. But in terms of overall quality, I'd say,
if you're definitely wanting to achieve colour and you're wanting to achieve quality, it is definitely the double print, not the double layer, the double print.
yeah. So the one we print in colour first, we dry, and then we put that through the printer, through the white printer. So it's printed twice before it actually gets powdered. We've concluded, we've washed, not this one, but we have got one we've washed quite a few times now, and it hasn't changed at all.
And I've even cheekily put one in the tumble by accident, and that survived as well.
Yeah, so
not that I recommend putting it in the tumble,
Heather,
just to admit, but
Heather put one in the tumble dryer, and that came out
survived.
really well as well. Yeah, so
we were well shocked at that, weren't we?
But we're really putting this video out just to help people. None of our channels are monetized. We're not making anything from it. We weren't going to do it yet, but with all them people that abused us,
that we're not doing this and we're not showing you this. Yeah,
you can't do white DTF from a 4-colour inkjet printer.
Well, yes, we bloody well can.
And yes, we did, and yes, we will keep doing. So all in all, guys, I hope this has helped you. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down.
Any questions as well, just pop them in the comments, and if we can answer, or like I say, I think we're on TikTok as well and Facebook. We're going to start a group up as well, so any problems that you have, like, obviously share with us to see how we can help you. We've done so many mistakes, I'm not going to lie. We have ruined so many t-shirts, we killed a printer, you know what I mean, but it's all trial and error to get the outcome that we have today. We've been through many like different phases, really, haven't we? Just
on what Heather said there about killing the printer, guys. Here's a lesson for you. Do not try and put DTF ink into a Canon printer. There's people out there who have, and I don't know how they've done it, but I put DTF ink through me Canon IX6850A3 printer, and it completely destroyed the print head.
It just absolutely pissed out, didn't it? Yeah, just to put it nice, I think that's the only way to describe it. It's just like full on leak. He's like, yeah, that doesn't work. I was like, right, back to the drawing board. So it is all trials, tribulations. And this is why we've used the Epson ones that we've showed you. So the 2 Epson printers. Personally, it works for us. I think we've used it with sublimation as well. I don't know if you can see in the background, but it holds the thinner ink. So we knew, obviously, DTF is slightly a bit more thicker than sublimation, I think. Not much. Very, very different. Not too different, to be fair. But it definitely holds the ink, so it's not like the Canon where it's like spraying all over.
So,
which is why we use the Epson ones.
I'm just going to add, guys, sublimation is still our bread and butter. That's our favourite thing to do.
Love it.
The sub printer behind us there, I don't know if you can say that, but that's an eco tank too. If you have any constructive criticism for us, please leave it in the comments. If you think we can do something better than the way we do it, leave it in the comments. And I think that about sums it up.
Yeah, definitely.
So until
Happy
next,
to show you this. What was it?
untested, untried. So guys, until next time, thanks for watching. If it's helped, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll be putting more content out for you, and we'll see you then.